Let's continue with Ruskin Bond's creation, The Adventures of Toto. In the last module, we were informed that Toto was taken to Saharanpur by grandfather as he would not let anyone take rest at night. So it was decided to take him along. Now in the next paragraph, author starts, unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. Now, in the first line, the word I refers to the author, he refers to grandfather, and the word it is, of course, used for the trip. And here we are informed by the author that he could not join his grandfather for the trip to Saharanpur, but he was informed about the same later on. Now, canvas is a fabric. It is a thick fabric which is used for making tents and sails, S-A-I-L-S, sails of ships and boats. Sail that catches the wind in order to make the vehicle move, to make the boat or ship move. Okay. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. So, Toto was taken to Saharanpur in a bag. Why? So that he might not disturb other people while traveling. This and the word this refers again to the canvas kit bag. This with some straw at the bottom became his new abode. His is used for the monkey Toto. Abode means home and straw is dry grass. So to make the monkey, to make the animal feel comfortable, some dry grass was kept inside the bag at its bottom. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. The monkey could not come out as the bag was made up of canvas. Toto could not get his hands through the opening and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. He could not tear that with his hands. He could not bite that. The bag could not be bitten. Okay, B-I-T-T-N. Bitten is the third form of bite. His efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. Now you just imagine a bag is just jumping into the air or rolling about on the floor and you do not know what is there inside. So obviously you will get curious, you will get inquisitive to know what is there inside the bag. And that must be entertaining too. For some it might be even scary. So such a scene was created at the Dehradun railway platform and this is very important. Let's see this again. His efforts to get out. His again is used for the monkey. Now the monkey was trying to come out of the bag as he was zipped up inside. So his efforts had just one result. He could not come out, but what was the result? The bag started moving and everybody was curious to know. Here we get it. An exhibition, a show that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers. Onlookers, the people who see, who watch, who observe. Onlookers, spectators, who look, watch, see on the Dehradun railway platform. And then we have the next paragraph. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Grin is a wide smile which reveals teeth. So finally at the railway turnstile, Toto could come out. Now let us understand the meaning of this turnstile. Turnstile is what? Turnstile is a kind of gate. You must have seen a revolving gate with horizontal arms and a vertical pole. Those arms are attached to a vertical pole and that allows just one person to move at a time. And you must have seen such a gate at the entrance of some park or garden. And here I can show you the picture of this turnstile and here we have the complete meaning too. This is the picture. A mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to a vertical pole. This is the pole in center. You can see allowing only one person at a time to pass through. Now let's move further. So finally at the railway turnstile, when grandfather was showing the ticket to the ticket collector, he made his way out. Toto made his way out. And then we have the poor man was taken aback. What do you mean by to be taken aback? If we are taken aback, that means either we are shocked or we are confused or we are surprised. It depends on the context. So here you imagine yourself in ticket collector's shoes. That means you imagine if you were there at his place, might be shocked. Okay. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind. And this is also important because many a time we do get to write about this ticket collector. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind, and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you? You'll have to pay for it accordingly." Now, what do you mean by annoyance? Annoyance is slight anger, when we are angry a bit. So, what did he say? It is quite surprising. I guess we are easily able to recognize, we can easily identify which animal is a dog and which is a monkey. And see here, "Sir, you have a dog with you." Now, why did the ticket collector say so? You may get this. "You will have to pay for it accordingly." Can you sniff some greed here on this ticket collector's part? Yes, you got it right. So he was greedy and he asked grandfather to pay for the monkey. Now, next we have, in vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. Why? To prove that he was a monkey and not a dog. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Quadruped is a four-footed animal. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare, and Toto was purchased from the Tonga driver for a sum of 5 rupees. And next we have, then grandfather, just to get his own back. What do you mean by to get one's own back? To take revenge, to avenge oneself. Took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this? Since you charge for all animals." Grandfather was quite angry, so he took out his tortoise. Yes, he must be traveling with that too. That is why author is telling us about all these things. Okay, the ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his finger. What do you mean by to prod? To prod means to poke or to push with your finger or with any pointed object. Prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased, happy and triumphant look and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." So triumphant means victorious. So what do you understand? He felt himself to be superior. He tried to show, the ticket collector tried to show that he was superior and he was right in charging for the monkey and called him a dog. This is what the ticket collector had thought. Let's go through this once again. The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger. Forefinger is index finger, our first finger. Gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look. Why he gave the triumphant look? We have already discussed. No charge, it is not a dog. So see you in the next module. Thank you.